Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for the final week of January 2022. I hope you guys have had a good week. I do want to take just a quick second and remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. If you find that that is the situation for you, I encourage you to check your other signs and placements, see if those readings might resonate just a little bit better. Also keep in mind, in a general reading, the energies can reverse or flip-flop, and that's not at all unusual. If you would like a personal reading, the directions are in the box beneath the video, and I'll be happy to help you with that. So Aries, let's get started. Spirit, can I have the energy of Aries, please? Aries in love. Aries in love. Aries in love. Thank you. All right, Aries, we're starting out with the Page of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and coming out together we have the Death card in reverse along with the Six of Pentacles. All right, so Aries, I feel like you're kind of holding on to a situation here. It's maybe something that's been going on for a while. You are looking for news, and I do believe you're going to get that news. There's something that, it's a cycle of some sort that maybe looked as if it was ending. I do feel like it's a situation that you may feel significantly wounded in. It's as if it has presented itself at some point to have been a wonderful opportunity and turned out to kind of hurt you a little bit instead. And you may not have even seen that coming. You may not have seen the pain of it coming, but by the time that you realized that this was somewhat painful, you were already so deeply entrenched in this that, it was difficult for you to pull yourself out. And so I do feel like this is something that you are holding on to. You're hoping for some form of communication. You're looking for that. I do think you're going to get that. And I also think that you might hear news about this this connection from a friend. There is a confidant that you have, a friend, somebody that you feel comfortable discussing the situation with. And I do feel like it might, for some of you, it's a mutual friend, not for everybody. But this person might be kind of letting you know what's going on in this situation. Let's look and see who you're connecting with, Aries. Show me who Aries is connecting with, please. All right, we have the King of Cups in the reverse. It could be a water sign, which would be a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces. We have the Ten of Cups, and we have Judgment. So the person that you are connecting with, they definitely see you as being their happiness. I can see that this person would really like to bring themselves back together with you. There's Judgment here, which tells me that they would like to reconcile. So I do feel that there's a split between the two of you. You're hoping for communication. I do think you're going to get that. And I think the information this friend is going to tell you is that this person does want to come back together with you. You're holding on to this situation as well. This person definitely sees the two of you together. When they look into the future, they see the two of you. That being said, they are withdrawn from you emotionally at this point. They're not, at this point, giving their emotions. They're not showing you how they feel. They're actually quite the opposite. They're holding back emotionally. They're not very happy about the way things have turned out either, though. So I do feel that they want to bring this back together. Let's see the energy of this connection. Okay, again we have the King of Cups. This time it is in the feminine aspect. This particular deck has, for each king, there is a masculine and a feminine aspect. So there's a lot of love in this connection. You each love each other. I do feel, though, that there is there has been a blockage, but I do feel like that is beginning to open up. Yeah, whatever has been blocking the two of you is beginning to open up. So there is mutual love here. What is directly affecting this? Let's see that. What's directly, okay. Yeah, so there's been conflict. There's been a conflict of some kind, 5 of Wands in the reverse. That conflict is ending. And it's likely ending because somebody is going to be behaving in a very strategic manner to end that conflict. I do also think that this is the type of conflict, Aries, that is going to be, there's going to be things learned. Some conflict we learn lessons from and we move forward and everything is actually the better for it. Other types of conflicts are just entirely destructive. I do feel like this is the type of conflict where there will be lessons learned, and I do feel like it's a more constructive type of conflict. What is the outcome? Show me the outcome at the end of the week. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so at the end of the week, and keep in mind this is a weekly reading, Aries, I do see that there's going to still be an imbalance in this connection. So I don't know that this is going to be resolved completely by the end of the week because things are not completely balanced out, but I do see that it's moving in a positive direction. Now, bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Wands. This is underlying energy here, and what this tells me is a couple of things, Aries. It tells me that, for one, it tells me that there may be a bit of pessimism going on, a feeling that this is never going to come back together, it's never going to pan out. And then it also tells me that for some of you, there's an impatience. Somebody is really tired of waiting. So let's go ahead and start clarifying. Spirit, what is the Page of Wands here? What is the Page of Wands here for Aries? What is the Page of Wands here? All right, we have Temperance. Yep, and there's that Death card in reverse again. So you definitely are holding on to this situation. You're trying to be patient. In the meantime, I do see, Aries, that you're balancing out your emotions and you're healing. But you're trying to be patient, waiting for this communication. I do feel like you're looking for this. You're hoping for this. You're looking for it. You're still holding on to the connection. Why is the 9 of Wands here? Okay, we have the 3 of Wands and the Star in reverse. So this part of this is your energy. You feel like you're being made to wait, and that in itself is painful. I also feel like part of you is giving up hope. So there's where that pessimism is coming in. There's the impatience. There's the pessimism with that. So, you know, there's, it's painful to be made to wait. It's painful to hope and wait and feel like it's not going to come about. Let's look at the bottom energy. All right. We have the High Priestess in reverse. We have the 9 of Coins in reverse. And we have the 10 of Swords reversed. So, the information that you're going to hear, there is something that's been kept quiet. There's something that's been kept kind of a secret. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. And there's something here that's going to be revealed to you, just like I said earlier. It is going to end this cycle. It's going to kind of bring an end to this cycle. where you have been feeling somewhat betrayed, and this ending. There's going to be an end to this cycle where you felt betrayed, and there's been this ending. All of that is fixing to come to a close. It is going to be because you're going to hear some news, something you didn't know, something you had no knowledge of. And it's going to affect you because you want a relationship. You're open to a relationship with this person. And so I do feel like somebody's going to bring you this news. It's going to come from a third party, though. Somebody's going to spill the tea is what it amounts to. And it's going to bring this cycle to a close. And it's going to be about the fact that the other person is open to this connection still and wants to bring this back together as well. They also don't want you to be out there single in the world. So let's, and they're going to tell you this. So there's a mutual friend or a third party of some sort that's going to bring you this information. Let's look at the King of Cups. Let's look at their energy. Why is the King of Cups in reverse? Why is the King of Cups in reverse? All right, so we have, again, the Five of Wands. Now that's what's directly affecting the connection. We have the Queen of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Justice in reverse. Strong Libra energy. So this person does want an end to the conflict, and I do believe they're going to be the one who puts an end to the conflict. Somebody is going to cut out either someone or something that was done so this person is going to either cut out someone who acted in a unjust manner. So if there was someone who came between the two of you, Aries, and they behaved in a way that wronged you and caused this conflict, your person is going to cut that person out. They're going to get rid of that person. They're going to realize that somebody acted in a way that was wrong, that did an injustice to this connection and caused the conflict. So let's see if you can see this there. So they're realizing that for some of you that there was a person who caused this conflict, and they're going to cut them out. And for others, they're just going to realize that they were the one responsible, and they're going to cut out whatever behavior caused this conflict. But they're actively cutting out either someone or something that caused this conflict, and that's why the conflict is ending. Let's look at the Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups here? We have the Tower in reverse, and we have the Seven of Cups reversed. Yeah, so the breakup was a Tower moment for them. You may not have known that because I do think that they were kind of reserved. They were keeping to themselves, but it was a Tower moment for them, and they are recovering, and in recovering and bringing themselves back together here, they're kind of picking up the pieces, and they are realizing that you are what makes them happy, and you are what they choose. So if they had any confusion about any of that in the past, they're certainly not confused any longer. They definitely realize that you are their happiness. Let's see why Judgment is here. Yeah, Two of Cups and Two of Wands in the reverse. So they want to bring the connection back together. They're hoping for a reconciliation. They see you as a soulmate. They definitely have love for you, but they are really very afraid that you either have already chosen someone else or that you will not be amenable to the reconciliation, that you'll choose not to go back with them. So there's a concern. They know it's a choice. They know it's a choice here, and they're hoping that you will choose them, but they don't know. And that might be why for some there's another party here, a mutual third party that is approaching you. They might be feeling you out to see, what you're going to do. And I know that seems a little bit immature, but I do think it's because this person has a fear that you won't be agreeable to coming back together with them. So they know. So this person, either someone interfered in the connection and caused this conflict, or else they did something that causes conflict. Either way, they've realized that there was a wrongdoing towards you, and they're cutting either that person out or that action out. It was a tower moment for them. They know that you are their happiness. You are the person that makes them happy. And they would choose no other but you. But they're afraid that you're not going to feel the same. Let's see why the King of Cups is here. All right, we have the Lovers in reverse and the King of Wands reversed. Fire sign energy, that would be Aries, another Aries like yourself, or a Leo, or a Sagittarius. But again, it doesn't have to be. I don't get too concerned with the signs because we have all of these signs in our charts. But I do see that right now, I do see that the two of you are still apart. I do see your person is not currently taking action, although they want to. And I'm also seeing, though, that there is a deep underlying love between the two of you. Both of you are viewing the other as a soulmate. So there's a very strong connection here. But I don't see your person yet taking action, and it's because of fear. Why is the Five of Wands in reverse? Alright, King of Swords and the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so you do see yourself as being compatible with this person. There is a conflict that has to be resolved, but I'm also seeing that you're going to be kind of very, very strategic here, Aries. You're the one who is being strategic. You're being extremely strategic. You're making head over heart decisions in this connection. So you're going to be agreeable to ending the conflict, but I feel like your person might be a little bit unready to commit on some level. There's something here to do with the Hierophant in reverse. Now the Hierophant has to do with commitment. And so I do see the conflict ending, but I'm not so sure that your person is fully committed yet. Let's pull another card on that, because that's a little confusing. They're working so hard to come back towards you. There might be competition. Yeah, there could be competition. There could be someone else involved in the picture for some of you. And if not, there just has to be an equal give and take. And that's going to be discussed. Yeah, for some there is somebody else involved, and they're going to have to put an end to that. Okay, So for some, there's a divorce that's taking place. And this is not for everybody. In fact, it's not for most of you. But for some, there's a divorce that has to take place here. And that will end this conflict. And they will. They will be handling that business. That's exactly what's taking place. Because they see you as their soulmate. But for others, what I'm seeing is that there is going to be approached I don't think you're going to easily come back into this connection, because I see you basically saying, I am not willing to do this unless there is an equal give and take in this situation. You have been non-committal in the past, and that's not working for me. So you're either going to give to this connection, or I'm not going to be in the connection. I don't want conflict with you, but I'm not willing to be in a connection where you're only half committed. So for a lot of you, that's what I'm seeing here. And that's probably why it's not coming together really easily. So that makes sense. So you're holding on to this, Aries, but you're drawing some very clear boundaries about what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept. They want to come back together with you, but they might be trying to, not fully commit to the connection as well, which they maybe got away with in the past, but you're saying that's not going to work anymore. Let's look at the outcome. We have the Empress in reverse, we have the Ten of Coins reversed, and we have the Nine of Rods. Yeah, so now the shoe's on the other foot. Now they're the ones that's kind of looking at this and feeling a little wounded and saying, well, what about me? Okay, so I see at the end of the week that this still hasn't come completely into balance. The connection hasn't come fully together yet. There's still a breakup, and it's because you're basically sitting back as the Empress, okay? Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. It's that Empress energy. It's knowing your value, knowing your worth, drawing those clear boundaries, sitting back and saying, I don't think that you are treating me in the way that I want to be treated, and I know my value, I know my worth, so I care about you, I love you, but in order to bring this together, it's going to be an equal give and take, and you're going to have to give as well. And they're going to feel a little hurt by that, because that's not what they thought was going to happen. So, but don't worry, they'll adjust. They'll adjust, because I think that's a very healthy thing to do and a very positive thing to do. There's obviously love here between the two of you, but we teach people how to treat us. And I think that's exactly what you're doing. You're saying, I love you, but I love me first, and you're not going to treat me as less than. And they're going to have to come up to that bar. And look at this. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So that desire to have this connection is there. It's just they're going to have to get it together so that it comes into the upright. There's a new beginning that wants to happen. Yeah. So give them a little time if this is what you want. And for some of you, you might decide that it's not. It's really going to be up to you. I do see most of you are holding on to the connection, but you won't hold on to a connection that's beneath you, that's not going to feed your soul, to feed your heart, and I don't blame you. So this is beautiful. I like this energy for you, Aries. All right, I'm going to pull from the Angel Answers Oracle and see if any messages come out and for whom. Okay. All right, so we got cards for you and for them. When you know theirs fell in the floor. All right, so on your side, Aries, we have, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Your first is ask your angels. So there's guidance here for you to, engage in meditation, engage in prayer, ask your angels. Keep in mind also, Aries, that heavenly beings cannot intervene. Angels and guides cannot intervene unless we ask them to. That's just spiritual law. So ask your angels. And then the last one is helpful people. So you do have somebody who's going to be very helpful, but if you also notice around this person are not only, it's not just people, it's these angels. So once you ask, that help's going to be given. Now, on their side, we have no need to worry. No need to worry. Okay. Big happy changes. I like that. So there's big happy changes coming. And they got a timing card. It says within the next few weeks. So while I don't see this happening in the next week, I do see this coming together in the next few weeks. So sometime most likely in February. Should this person, get their act together. All right, so, and the big happy changes, I'm not seeing changes in you. I'm seeing changes in them in order to, have this come back together. So, I hope this has been helpful, Aries. If you would like and share this video, if you haven't subscribed already, I do hope you will. And if you would like to drop a comment, you're more than welcome to do so. I do read all of them. Until I see you next week in the monthlies, namaste.